We're starting by cutting our candied fruit and peels smaller because they're all going to be ground into a paste, and smaller pieces just grind better in a food processor. No, to be called Elisenlebkuchen, they can't have more than 10% of any type of grain product, flour and stuff like that. And they have to have at least 50% nuts, otherwise they're just Lebkuchen. We have candied orange peel and we don't want the store-bought stuff, so we're just grinding up a little bit of orange zest on it. Before we grind it, we add sugar to it, the sugar that it calls for in the recipe, because it acts like an abrasive and the fruits will grind better.
Yeah. What are you doing?
We're now adding it into the food processor. Everything. And I like to pulse it first. It's getting smaller, but we want a paste. If you like it, you could leave it this size, but for the Elisenlebkuchen we want a paste. Everything ground to a paste. Now it's the right consistency. It is a paste. There are some little chunks in there, but you know, I'm not gonna quibble about it. We are adding the eggs, and now we're adding a little bit of sugar, and that is going to get beaten until it is white and fluffy. A blend of hazelnuts and walnuts. Brown. You can use almonds, you can use pecans. Now we're adding the fruit paste. You can see it is a paste. This Lebkuchen spice, it has ground cinnamon, cloves, allspice, cardamom, ginger mace, nutmeg, and anise seed. They're all ground, and every family probably has their own proportions of how they want to do it. And now I'm adding the spices. I'm not gonna use all of it, I think. Add more spices if you think it's too light. Sniff on it. If it smells perfect, then don't add any more spice. And after the dough is made, it needs to rest in the refrigerator. Overnight is best, but if you don't have overnight, at least half an hour. We're making Elisenlebkuchen, and this is a Lebkuchenglocke. It scrapes the dough off onto the Oblate. It into flour so that the inside is floured a little bit. Makes it easier to get the Lebkuchen, sticky Lebkuchen dough off. Put a little dough. Put the Oblate on the bottom. Stick it on there. Over to the cookie sheet. Position it where you want and turn the top of the bell, and the Oblate, hopefully with its cover, is coming off. And there you have it. Make Oblaten without the Lebkuchenglocke. You need a flat surface that's about the same size as the Oblate. Place your Oblate on it. Get a scoop. Put it in the middle. And you hold your spatula at an angle and you spread it all the way around. You want it higher in the middle, lower around the sides. And there you have it. I'm going to toss the flour. The next set goes in. Start checking after 15 minutes. I'm going to check if they're done. Let me pull them forward a little bit. You want them dry and just beginning to brown around the edges. Making a powdered sugar glaze, which is powdered sugar, about half a cup for now. And in our case, we're adding fresh squeezed orange juice. You can use water, you can use lemon juice, you can use alcohol of choice. And you want it reasonably thick and no clumps. The thinner it is, the more it will soak into the cookie and make them soggy.
Go.
Made the powdered sugar glaze. This is about the right consistency, maybe like syrup. You use a little bit, put it in the middle of your cookie and spread it around. You can use more if you want it to run down the sides. This one was one of the handmade ones, so it has a steeper angle, but same principle. Spread it over your cookie. The glaze will harden to very hard, so it's not runny or anything by the time it's done, but it takes a while to harden. Here's a flat one. Put it in the middle and just spread it around to the edges as much as you want. Then you can put almond pieces or cherries or whatever you want on top. When the glaze is still runny, then they will be glued to the cookie and not fall off.